That's Steph and Clay. So, when we do our switching and all of our have our bigs up at the level, at the 3-point line, they throw it to him and he's, making the right plays. Sometimes he's getting downhill, laying it up. He's drawing fouls. He's throwing lobs, making the late pass to the big, finding the weak side. I mean, once he gets the ball in his hands, he's doing, everything that you would want that guy in the middle to do. And then, even in the first half, he was just pushing it up the court, inbounding it quick. The game was going our way, and he was just pushing it quick, drawing fouls, and trying to get to the rim. So he's been huge for him.
Jamal Corner, Reuters. Dame, the Warriors have consistently blitzed, and you've consistently made the correct plays. Is there a point where you kind of have to push it and force it a bit, or do you have to continue making the correct play?
I think what they want me to do is make the correct play, and for me, I try to do that for as long as possible. As long as I can do it, and we can stay in the game or have a lead like we have the last two games when I'm just making the right plays. And guys are doing what they're supposed to do on the weak side. But I think in Golden State's minds, they know at some point if we're going to beat them, I'm going to have to be rolling. And they just kind of banking on the fact that we'll just live with what's happening right now, keep getting the ball out of his hands, and at some point we'll probably be able to take over the game. And tonight I was making the right play, just like game two, and we had the lead for a lot of the game. Third quarter they had another one of their quarters, and I tried to get aggressive. I tried to force the action. Both guys staying with me, and then Draymond is lurking behind them. So it's you up against the wall of defense. Sometimes it's three defenders. So it's tough because you're not going to always get a quality look. And then when you do get a quality look and don't make it, that kind of just makes it worse.
On the left, your third row.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest. Dame, how tired are you?
Everybody's tired, and it's the third round of the playoffs after a long season. In our last season, I got a lot of attention. The team was giving me a lot of attention, and same thing in this series. So it takes a lot, to deal with that, and then go out there and chase guys around on the defensive end. So but everybody's putting that effort out. I feel fine enough to go out there and play 40 minutes like I have been, but it's definitely tiring.
All the way in the back, please.
Dame, Andrew Hobner, KZI TV. It seems pretty well known at this point about the Warriors that they do go on these big third quarter runs, as happened in game two. Is this something that you have to prepare for as a player? Does it affect mentality at all, knowing that the Warriors do this and do it with consistency, run it up the third?
I don't think it affects your mentality. I think it's just something that, and it's also not something you should expect from them. I think we're just constantly reminding each other what not to give up. So, maybe we don't give up one of those runs. But a huge part of it is just staying together, keeping your mind right and not panicking when they do have a run. I thought in game two, they went on one of those runs and we went into the fourth tied up. And then we was able to build back on the lead in the fourth. And down the stretch, we just kind of let the game slip away. And tonight, they went on another one of those runs. And I thought we were in the game. But when you give up that run and you don't control the game well enough, it can easily get away from you. And they had some possessions where we had some miscommunication on some switches, left a few guys open, and they hurt you in those situations.
Damian, Tom Ward, Coin TV. In your estimation, does this team have enough gas in the tank to get a win Monday and then make this a series again?
It starts with one. We still got another game on our home floor, and that's a solid start for us. And, we can't look at, game 5 or game 6 or any of that. We just got to get one. And we're confident that we can do that. And then once we do that, we build from there.
All the way in the back.
USA, Draymond Green was pushing the ball hard every time he could. What could you do better in transition defense for the next game?
I think just understanding that after he does it one or two times, you got to recognize the trend. I thought tonight, especially in the first half, we just kept being surprised by it. And the game was going in our favor, so I don't think you pay as much attention to it when you up 6, 7, 8, or whatever we were up in the first half, sometimes even double digits, you don't see it as much of a problem as it is. But I think because he was able to keep getting it out quick, pushing it at us, drawing fouls, getting to the rim, that just got him in a good rhythm, got his confidence up really high. So in the second half, when other guys started to make shots and they got back into the game, it really hurt us, all because of how we allowed them to get in that type of rhythm and comfort in the first half.
Questions for Dan? All right. Thank you.
Damian Lillard pretty matter-of-factly describing the situation that his team is now in, and I feel like you're still standing by with your thought.
No,
Okay.
You got it out. You got it
it's
out.
it.
So I want to get your thoughts on the way he described what he has seen defensively when 2 and 3 bodies and Draymond Green lurking, as he put it, and what he can do about it.
I think he simplified it very well by just basically saying, they're sending extra bodies at me. When I do the right thing, which means don't force it against double teams and triple teams, make the right play. When I do that and my teammates respond by doing what I'm asking them to do, which you make an open shot, catch it, lay it up and in, we've been up. We go on these 15-point lead things. But when they stop doing that, and if I stop playing the right way, we're not successful. However, having said all that, he did say, I may have to become more dominant and not play the right way and go for 40 points to get us a win.
And that's dangerous too, right?
That's dangerous because this hasn't been a situation where he's just been passive and it's been okay and he can just turn it on. The defense is why he's been struggling. Dame is what, 5 for 20 from inside the 3-point line in this series. He is struggling when he tries to beat these traps and when he tries to split them and score. Look right here. Dame splits the trap. Okay, he gets down the lane, but look at all the bodies. There's nowhere to shoot right there. Tries to make a pass as they're turning over. Goes to the basket right here. Excellent defense. Everybody's looking at him. Block shot. Now you get Dame dancing. This is what he does well. Step back, tries to draw a foul. Excellent defense by Klay Thompson. Klay has guarded him great all series. Now here's a good switch. Switch to touch. Jordan Bell doing an excellent job running Dame right into the help. Those are tough shots, and Jordan Bell's a great athlete. Makes it hard for Dame to get a shot over him. Dame going to the basket again. Golden State recovers as a team. You're seeing 2 and 3 and 4 bodies being thrown at Dame in the paint every time he drives the ball to the basket. I'm not sure how much differently he can play the game. I think this is going to be more of a problem for the Portland front office. This is the second year in a row the exact same strategy has knocked you out. This is the exact same thing the Pelicans did. They're going to have to upgrade their forwards. Aminu, Harkless. It's very tough to win in a playoff series when you have 2 forwards that aren't really known as shooters. Because what your shooters do and what your role players do is they give your stars space to be stars. So if you have a Kyle Korver over there, they're not running this defense. If you have somebody that they respect in the corner, they're not running this defense. So I think Portland's front office is going to have to try to upgrade those forwards or at least get some type of forward that can make plays and feel comfortable in the middle of the floor. That is what has to happen this offseason, or else they're going to see this exact same strategy in the playoffs next year.
Why don't you give me the numbers for Harkless and Aminu that they have from behind the 3-point line?
Well, Harkless
I know you have it down.
Yeah, well, Harkless has been 3 for 7, but Aminu has been 1 for 5 this series from the 3-point line.
Well, those aren't very many threes either. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green at the podium.
Steve Kerr called Draymond a wrecking ball tonight. See, he was right. How would you quantify? How would you quantify and describe what he brought to the game tonight with the ball in his hands in transition?
I mean, his stat line is ridiculous. 4 steals. I mean, doing it on both ends, plus 16. But it's nothing new. I've seen him do it for 7 years. Just filling out the box score, and he's like a secondary point guard out there, and he relieves so much pressure from me and Steph, being able to play off the ball, and his ability to make plays out of the pick and roll is probably the best ever. So he makes us go, and especially when he pushes that pace. So I'm proud of Dre, and I know he's not satisfied.
Kevin not on the floor, more is needed from you as an